What if I told you the world you were taught about Africa is incomplete? Africa is not just one country. It is not just wildlife and poverty, and it is definitely not behind the world. Africa has shaped human history, global science, modern civilization, and even your daily life in ways most people never learn. Stay until the end because fact number 10 might completely change how you see the world. Let's begin. Fact 1. Africa is the birthplace of all humanity. Every human alive today, no matter your race, language, or nationality, can trace their ancestry back to Africa. The oldest human fossils ever discovered are over 300,000 years old, found on African soil. This means Africa is not just a continent, it is home. Modern science confirms it. Humanity didn't begin in Europe. It didn't begin in Asia. It began right here. So when people talk about Africa as underdeveloped, remember, Africa developed humanity itself. Fact 2. Africa has more countries than any other continent. Africa has 54 internationally recognized countries, more than any continent on Earth. Yet many people still speak of Africa as if it's one nation. Each country has its own languages, cultures, religions, history, music, food, traditions. Africa is not a single story. It is thousands of civilizations living side by side. Fact 3. The world's oldest civilization was African. Long before Greece, long before Rome, long before modern Europe, Africa was already building cities, governments, and complex knowledge systems. Ancient African civilizations mastered medicine, mathematics, engineering, astronomy. Some African medical texts describe surgeries thousands of years before modern medicine. History books often skip this part, but history does not forget. If this video is already changing how you see Africa, hit the like button. It helps this truth reach more people. Now, let's continue. Fact 4. Africa has the world's youngest population. More than 60% of Africa's population is under the age of 25. That means Africa is not a continent of the past. It is a continent of the future. While other regions face aging populations, Africa is bursting with innovation, creativity, energy, new ideas. The next global tech wave, cultural revolution, and economic shift may rise from here. Fact 5. Africa is incredibly rich, but not poorly gifted. Africa holds over 30% of the world's mineral resources, the majority of global gold, cobalt, diamonds, and platinum, vast oil, gas, and renewable energy potential. Your smartphone, your electric car, your laptop battery. Chances are Africa played a role in it. Africa is not poor. Africa has been made poor through history. That difference matters. Fact 6. Africa has over 2,000 languages. Africa is the most linguistically diverse place on Earth. More than 2,000 languages are spoken across the continent. Some African languages use click sounds, tonal shifts, structures linguists still study today. Language isn't just communication. It's culture, philosophy, and identity. When a language disappears, a way of thinking disappears with it. Fact 7. The Sahara was once green and full of life. Today, the Sahara is the largest hot desert on Earth. But thousands of years ago, it was green, filled with rivers, forests, animals, and human settlements. Ancient rock art shows swimming humans, giraffes, crocodiles. Climate change turned paradise into desert, proving Earth itself is constantly changing. Fact 8. Africa has the world's longest river system. Africa hosts some of the most powerful river systems on Earth. These rivers supported ancient kingdoms, enabled agriculture, connected trade routes, still sustain millions today. Rivers in Africa didn't just provide water, they built civilizations. Water was power, and Africa mastered it early. Fact 9. African knowledge shaped the modern world. Long before global universities existed, Africa had centers of learning. Scholars studied law, astronomy, mathematics, philosophy, theology. Some African libraries held hundreds of thousands of manuscripts, handwritten centuries ago. Knowledge flowed from Africa to the world, not the other way around. This history is rarely taught, but it is deeply documented. Final fact 10. Africa's story is still being written. Here's the most shocking fact of all. Africa is not finished. The fastest growing cities, industries, creative movements, and youth cultures are rising right now. Africa is creating new music that dominates global charts, building tech hubs, redefining fashion, film, and storytelling, reclaiming its narrative. The world is not waiting for Africa. Africa is preparing to surprise the world. Again. If you learned something new today, don't let this story end here. Subscribe for more deep, powerful stories about Africa, history, faith, and hidden truths. Share this video with someone who still sees Africa through old lenses. Comment below. Which fact shocked you the most? Africa is not just a place, it is a legacy, and its echoes are still shaping the world. Stay curious.